no secret. It's plain to see. And I love you. And you love me. It's no secret. You know it's true. You love me.
No secret, baby, baby. Where is Joanne?
I love you.
Oh, baby.
Bring it, sing it, bring it.
Bring it home, Frankie J.
Sing to me.
Here
It's
she
in the
is.
middle of the night. Only then can I feel.
All right, everybody. We're back for Raw Live. I'm your host, Frankie J, and with me, as always, is the beautiful and vivacious adopted mother who's, I think, eating food right now, Joanne Pariah, and the one and only goofball T.O. And wow, what a debate we were all having before. It was awesome. But we'll try to take it to different debate land. But T.O., welcome back. Joanne, welcome back. I was extreme. I had a pretty good weekend and some good stuff happening, so I'm kind of in a good mood. But I have to be honest. I've been holding back because I've been thinking, and we can talk about it how we will. I have as much of a right as do you and Teal to talk and say what we want to say and how we want to say it and believe in what we believe in, right? So I started thinking, why am I holding back on this when I want to go on Instagram and see reels, but every frigging reel is still these debates and arguments about the transgender community and the way they want to be accepted and all these rules, and it's all these debates about science, and quite frankly, I'm frigging getting annoyed. I accept the community. I have friends in the community, maybe not after the show, but I respect their way of living, but now it's really kind of smothering out more important news, if you know what I mean. There's more urgent issues right now, public safety, whatever, kids starving, homelessness, and this is just overtaking. Now it's over. To me, it's over the top now.
Almost like it's a smoke screen.
Well, what is it trying to hide?
What are they trying to hide?
I'm having technical difficulties.
As in how? What do you mean?
As in, it's not coming through my headphones. But I'm okay.
Yeah, we can hear you pretty good.
Unplug
And
them
it
and
was
plug them
just
back in.
before.
Did you unplug them and plug them back in? That could be it too.
Let's see. And it was working with the little video I did because you're so good at that.
Yeah, I learned a new thing on iPhone today. I was goofing around and figured out how to make a cartoon of myself to send people text messages. It was pretty sweet. So I was excited. I was definitely excited for that.
Well, that's good. That's like my quote of the day today, which is be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. So you go ahead with those little cartoon emojis.
I don't even know what you're talking about. It's funny.
Well, I don't know.
You're out there.
Yeah.
A dumb blonde. Just hide.
Yeah, that's okay.
Blonde. Oh,
You sound.
no. I can hear you.
I can
You
hear
hear
you.
me now.
There you go.
Yeah,
Can you hear me
I
now?
can hear you now.
All right. A free stylus pen to the first person who says
Oh, wow.
what commercial that came from.
What, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay.
What company?
Verizon.
Wow.
Nope. Wrong.
No.
Nope. Sprint.
No. Google it.
I can only see half your face.
That's all you need to see.
Here we go. That's all you need to see. I know. Wait. This is because I was trying to connect the whole thing, and it just, technical difficulties. Hire a blonde,
I haven't done that ever. Okay, can you hear me now? What was it?
Well, there she fell down.
Oh boy! Womp womp.
Hopefully that
Oh my God!
life alert didn't go off there. Hopefully.
No, it didn't go. Yikes.
What the hell are you doing?
What the heck? So where are you finding all these?
Where did I find
all
this
these
woman?
reels? No, where you
I
find
know,
all these
where did
reels
you
that
find-
pissing you off?
Yeah.
Oh, just
right.
go on
Oh.
Instagram and start hitting the reels. It's
Oh.
everything. I mean, there's people of science asking simple questions, and these people that are advocating and in movement of all this stuff. They don't even know what they're talking about to support their ignorance, if you will. Okay, a man is not having a freaking baby.
Yeah. No, I
It's-
think of it like when you say humans, they're born with what? Two arms.
Usually,
But if you see one that's
Sometimes they're not.
sometimes, but if you were to describe a human, you'd usually say 2 legs, 2 arms. So if you walk around, you see somebody with 1 arm, you usually say something happened. Something either happened at birth, maybe in war, you don't know,
Yeah.
but the general consensus is something happened there.
Yeah.
So a man cannot have a baby, or I don't understand where the argument even comes into play there, because clearly that's not what a man can do. And people may say, oh well, sometimes women can't have babies, and that's where my argument comes in with like, yes, but something went wrong. Everything was there for that woman to have a baby, but something went wrong. So
the
men,
genetic makeup is completely different.
yes, and a doctor won't even look at a man and say, why can't you get pregnant? Because he can't. So what are we? I don't understand. It's so. But if like Peter or whatever wants to be called Patricia when we're out to eat, I'll call them with whatever they want out of respect. But if we're going to have a conversation, we have to take facts, which turns out really don't care about your feelings, out of it, and just bring facts in and just deal with that, because that's where we have to find the common ground. And I get that like 55% of trans commit suicide, but I did find this out, that studies have shown that with 2 loving and caring parents in the house, that goes all the way down to like 8%. So that being said, maybe it does have a lot to do about bullying or feeling extra amount of loneliness as a trans. So I mean,
I will agree with that, but I think this whole hoopla is also changing women and women's rights. Because technically, deep down inside, we used to have a women's bathroom. Well, now we're not going to.
And that
What's
I feel
happening
is
where-
just a violation. That's
right.
That's
Well,
not right.
or where a trans person can advertise for tampons. Really? Really? So I think it's sad. I just think it's sad. I'm kind of like getting tired of all the jokes because it is true. I mean, like there was a great one, which is really about a doctor calling up and telling somebody that he had testicular cancer, but the guy kept saying, "Well, I'm a man. I'm a man." Well, ma'am.
So it was a woman with woman
Was a
parts.
trans woman? Yeah.
Me and Todd figured out a possible, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this stuff. It's goofy, right? So if a woman is born a woman and she wants to be a man, and she goes through and gets the surgery and becomes a man, but wants to be with a woman, but here's the catch: that woman was born a man and became a woman. Why can't they just get together as man and woman originally?
Because I can't.
man.
Do you understand what I mean?
I mean, I do. I know
and
somebody.
I'm not trying to make jokes of it, but I mean,
No, we're just trying to understand something that
it's all
is a
mental.
very minute part of the population.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that they've been given a bad rap,
They have.
but so is everybody. And I guess, live and let live. I mean, I was just told about somebody who went to a wedding and the guy was a transvestite. Okay, now there's a difference.
Yes.
And he was dressed as a woman, and he likes to dress like a woman, but he's still a man, and he's marrying a female.
So he's a drag queen, basically.
Right. Well, no, some drag queen, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Who knows?
I just want
Who
to
knows
live and
now?
let live, but let's not start changing the rules
Based on a small
and our
portion of-
rights, because
Yeah.
right now women are really being put down because of this. I mean, and
Many
it's not
different
good,
aspects.
but nobody's doing anything about it.
No, they just keep campaigning on how much more they want to get and how much more they want to be respected for. I'm sorry, I cannot argue with science. A, I'm not a scientist. B, I know that the science is correct.
Right.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't take.
Yeah, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure some of this
What
out.
in
But
the
it's
No,
like,
it doesn't.
Like,
and
are you
that-
fucking kidding me?
that's why you bang your head against this brick wall over here.
Jumping
Because,
Jesus on a pogo stick. Am I allowed to say
Yep.
that?
No, you're
today,
not.
I'm identifying as a pogo stick,
Yep.
and I can go in any bathroom I want. What are you gonna do about it?
yeah.
That's how
What are you
stupid
going to
it
do
sounds
about it?
to
That's
me
what I say
sometimes,
about
okay?
paying taxes. What if we all just stopped?
Well, they defunded the police, so it would take quite a while to ring everybody in and put them in jail.
How many
Be on
of
a
us would
waiting
it
list.
take? 30%?
I'm gonna.
Well, you know,
Sure.
there was
Give me some blowover from this.
there was a video of Ronald Reagan on Johnny Carson, and I really never knew he was very anti Ronald Reagan of government coming in and taking care of things. And he was talking about everybody thinks the government is supposed to come and take care of you. And Reagan then said, and this is on Instagram, Reagan then said, well, I bet you if we had 3 weeks without the government, nobody would miss them.
No,
It's
that's
called
absolutely
We
right.
the People. We the People.
Well, not to talk politics because usually I don't, and you guys, you know that. I saw Trump's speech from the I think Thursday, perhaps maybe. It was a real long one, and he was bringing up some really obvious stuff that had that had been screwed up when he left office to where we are now, and he made some very valid points. And not one of his topics that I hear involved this whole transgender movement. He was focused in on real problems with the country
Well, good.
as a infrastructure and our country and protection. He didn't focus in on all the silly shit. I shouldn't say silly.
No,
It's not
try
silly to
not.
some people, okay? But come on. Why do I have to live, breathe, and sniff and walk on eggshells this whole movement when I already accept it? But why? Why do all these sports players have to be forced to wear jerseys with the
Because it makes
why does
money.
Yeah,
Until you
makes
stop
money.
buying their products.
True.
and you
Until that's
protest it.
right. Until people stop buying the products. I know that Maybelline has their product sales have gone down.
Jim Beam.
Think of
Budweiser.
this, Joanne.
Mulvaney.
I
So-
buy one of these hockey jerseys that has a rainbow patch on it. I'm not gay, transgender, or anything like that. I'm just a fan of the team, right? A lot of times, if people that hate people that are in that community or support that community see that patch on me, they might think he's gay, and I'm gonna go kick his ass.
I guess it could happen. Just buy one without
Could
one.
happen.
Well, that's why gangs wear colored bandanas to identify. I mean, Crips, Bloods, they wear bandanas. If you have a
They
red
do.
bandana, it's the same damn thing. So, I don't think, I guess that's where I'm getting irritated, is now they're just pummeling us. Whereas before it was being hung up and snagged back and not being allowed to happen. And as soon as you open the floodgates on it, now it's like taking over the planet.
It is.
I think they're hiding other things. That's why we got some serious things going on around. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
not
a way
worried
to
about.
it's just a way to, throw other stuff at you. Worry about this for
Yeah.
a minute. Even Congress says it when they bring that in front of them. There's I can't believe we're even talking about this. If you ever watch it, because these issues come up all the time. And they're just like, why are we even talking about this? What are we doing?
Well, yeah, and then I'm
We're
watching the
wasting
news.
time.
We're wasting
real-
time and taxpayers' money.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, the media isn't our taxpayers' money, but we're wasting time.
Well,
And we're wasting time to not deal with the real issues.
With the real issues.
Well, how long were we all hung up on the mass shootings, right? Now you're kind of, I don't want to say barely hearing about them, but you're barely hearing about
Oh,
them.
no, you're hearing about them.
Yeah,
Well,
Joanne,
I
didn't
just
you
heard
say
about
we're
the
on the
one-
list now? We're on the list of other countries not to come here?
Yes, I did say that.
Yeah.
Because of mass
Well,
shootings. Now,
yeah,
I don't know if
but-
that was a joke. That could have
Oh.
been a joke.
Well, I mean, we
But-
do have by far the most. And as we know, guns sitting around by themselves don't kill people.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, and then this one that just happened in Texas, where the gunman's still on the run. He was a neighbor out shooting late at night, and the neighbors with a family come over and ask him to, go
To
and
stop
pick 'em there.
shooting.
And,
Yeah.
and he goes in and shoots 5 of them,
Kills them
including
all.
an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, it's disturbing, and they're all illegal immigrants, every one of them.
Oh,
From what I
were
heard.
they?
Alleged, yeah. The shooter had been deported 4 times in the last 30 years.
Wow.
And gets back in. And the family that he shot at, they were allegedly all illegal immigrants as well.
It's like the criminals that were let out because of de Blasio on the street, and then they go and commit other murderous types of crimes. We're not, again, we're not dealing with the task at hand, and part of that task at hand is all about mental health.
And too much paperwork. No one wants to fill it out, and it gets shoved desk to desk.
It's
not
kind
my
of
job. It's not my job. Not my job.
Right. Or it's their fault.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
It really
I
takes
didn't ruin
years.
the marriage. I had
It
nothing
takes
to do
years.
with ruining a marriage.
I feel like it takes years to help somebody with mental health, because you have to really get to know them, and if you're only meeting them so many times a week or whatever, a month, it's
absolutely
gotta take years. And then you got to get the medicine right, and
Yep.
then you got to wait even more months for that. And if that doesn't, we got to try again.
Yep.
It's an uphill battle.
Well, for me, it's been since like 2014. And
hey, mine's been since I was born.
Well, I've been on medicine since age 11, but when I really started focusing on tinkering and wanting to get well, it took a while. It took years. I'm still tinkering.
Well, it takes a long time. And that's really comes from back to what Todd had said in terms of even with the transgender, they're 2 loving parents.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. We are in a society that there aren't 2 loving parents.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting worse and worse.
Yes.
So, and also there are mental health people out there that should not be
mental health people
giving any mental health because they're
Advice.
mental.
They're leaving the office at night and going to their session with their therapist. True story. I know somebody
live off my mistakes.
Yeah. Another thing that's really just starting to aggravate me is now young children are being brought into it. Even 5 years old, and it's being. I mean, imagine your uncle is trans, right? And you're 5 years old, and you love your uncle no matter what, and you want to be like your uncle. It's a child's brain is not capable of processing even their own emotions.
No, not till they're about 18.
Let alone deciding what the hell they want to be before the age of 6.
Right.
The books they're letting in these
disturbing.
schools. You should see some of those. I'll send you
Do I have the right to be angry about it?
Disgusting.
Am I out of line talking shit about what I think is stupid?
Well, no. I mean, we're all entitled to an opinion.
And it's starting to get stupid. Sorry.
Well, it's getting out of hand. I happen to agree with you. It's getting out of hand. Just deal with the problem, deal with what the issue is, and can we move on?
Yeah. I mean, everything's been granted. You're legally allowed to do what you want to do. Next. What's next on the country's agenda? Maybe we want to finish, working on national security and trying to keep people safe from mass shootings. You're not going to stop the mass shootings, but you can teach people ways of avoiding them.
You're not. That's right. We're not going to stop
narcissistic behavior.
Well, that's what it is.
Wait, say that again.
I said you're describing narcissistic behavior.
Is what? What do you mean?
That's what That's what you just described. Your whole rant right there was all narcissistic behaviors.
It could.
You want the attention. What more do you want now? I need to do this to get more attention.
Yeah. It's like
you have to weed those out, though. There's some people who do that for sure, but I wouldn't group everyone in there.
No, for sure. I know good people that live their life and they don't run around and parade up to people and dance in their face. Okay, but there's it's just now it's over to. I guess I'm at my threshold with it. When I was okay, fine, I'm great, I'm happy for them because they deserve to be happy, whatever, so do I. But now I'm starting to become uncomfortable no matter where I go and how I talk to people and being on eggshells where now they're just pouncing.
I jumped in when they started messing with the children and bringing it into schools and parading around and doing
that's where it's not right. It's not right.
No, it's not. But and then, I don't know. Who was the one that sent me the thing of this ABC book? And it was just, I was like, is that really real?
Yes.
And they're on the kid. Yeah.
Yep.
They're around
It is
here, too.
real. It is real. And
Well-
that's I can't
Talking about
process
making
it. I'm
out.
sorry.
It's just terrible. You can watch it on YouTube too. There's all types of them, but it's
not
just
right.
bad. It's not right for little kids. And you're going to take
No.
other books off the shelf that we grew up with, and you're going to call those bad books,
Yeah.
and you're going to put these on.
I mean, I grew
Give me Uncle Tom's Cabin all day long. That was a good
Well,
book.
absolutely.
And now you're going to put this thing on here?
I want to
What
be
about White
girl,
Fang? Is that going
I'm
to
a
be taken
boy.
back by the American Indians? Oh, you
I
cannot
don't
use
know.
the title White Fang.
That was a good movie.
It is a good book.
Good
But
book.
That
too.
was a good movie.
Mhm.
yeah.
Great actor.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Anyways, back to news. Snooze, you lose.
I'll take a drink.
That's
I had
right.
to
When
get
you
that out.
snooze, you lose.
I had to vent that out because it's just getting
Yeah.
friggin' ridiculous now. I want to watch the news once in a while and not hear about this, board of scientists sitting and having debates with 15-year-old transgenders that don't understand the basics of science, let alone
Right,
to
that don't-
advocate. You don't even know what hole your ass is, but you're gonna go up and argue with a scientist of 50 years anatomy. Come on.
Well, like the old joke says, they come back in 100 years and the archaeologist looks at your body. It is going to be what you were born.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
It's, unless we change the DNA and we're allowed to change and we can get that XY gene, then there we go.
I mean,
That's why you got to be
possible.
yourself because everyone else is taken.
I like that. You got to be yourself because everyone else is taken.
That's how it can be.
Jeepers. That's funny.
It's just learning to grow and be happy with yourself. That's the problem we're having these days.
I'm in favor of growing, being happy, but I'm not in favor of growing and trying to proceed with my life with every corner I turn having something being shoved in my face that I accept. But I don't accept things being thrown in my face. It's like having Jehovah's Witnesses knock on my door 5 days in a row and me saying 5 days in a row, please stop knocking on my door. It's the same damn thing.
Yeah, respect.
That's right.
I don't want to go to my mailbox every day and have an envelope there with a rainbow sticker on it asking for donations. I mean, take me off the list. I accept your, but it's being thrown at people in so many different directions now. That, I mean, imagine senior citizens that, are from the 30s, 40s, 50s. What are they? How are they handling this? They're probably
Yes.
Well, the 30s, 40s, they're really old. The ones that are from the 30s, they're like in their 80s. So,
well, let's say 40s and 50s at least. Okay, people that were born in like 45 that are in their 70s. What are they thinking right now?
No.
I hate to
They're
inform you. Do your math.
It's 2023.
Yeah. Thank you, Todd.
So they'd be older.
If you're born in 1945,
Yeah,
you'd
how
be
old
70
you are?
or 76, right? Isn't it 78?
What?
If I was born in 1945, I'd be 78 right now, correct?
75, 85, 95, 2005, 2015.
You wouldn't be around.
My
Yeah.
father was born in January of
76.
45, and he is still alive, and he's not 80 yet.
Yeah, ask him.
I'm not going to ask him, but do the math.
Yeah, you're right.
But I mean, and I can
No,
tell
you're
you how
right.
I can tell you how he feels about it, but I'm not going to.
I mean, you're
But
right,
you gotta
because
think-
if you're 50, if you were born in 1950, you're 73.
Correct. Well, yeah, around that age.
And then
I'm not doing-
1945, you're 78.
Yeah. But I mean, you got to also understand culture shock too. You got people from decades of living life a certain way. Men were men, women were women. Women had their own clothes, men had their own clothes. Women didn't play certain sports. It was all separate, but not in a segregated way. And what was known for years as an appropriate way. You have girls softball, you have men's baseball. I mean, now it's all just in one pot, and I just don't agree with all of it. Sorry, I accept it. I just don't agree with certain things when it comes to competitional sports, locker room,
Well, I happen to agree with you.
bathrooms.
In terms of the sports, that's where, because men, are stronger physically than women. Let's face that
Sure.
reality. Yes, you could find a very strong woman, a very strong bodybuilder, but if you have her at a certain level of that bodybuilder and you have a man, he's going to be stronger. I mean, this is the reality.
Well, I don't know. There was that wrestler girl, China.
Oh.
She was.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
all
If
right.
you take
Yes.
the world's
She might have
strongest
gotten
woman
some
against
other
the world's
people, but-
strongest man, the world's strongest man's going to win. That's what we're talking about.
Right.
No, and I agree. And then the locker room thing bothers me. If it's a women's swim team,
Yeah.
and a guy and a woman who want a transgender has a penis walking around naked, that's not correct. Women shouldn't have to. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. You know, there were nude beaches in France years and years ago, and
Yeah, but
everybody.
if you're an
walked around
Olympic
naked.
swimmer,
There's a
you're
place
going to win a
in
gold. You're
France.
not
Remember
going
we
away.
sang that
And
song?
there's a place
In
in France
France.
where the naked ladies dance. There's a hole
Right.
in the wall where I can see it all. I'm banned.
That was your jam.
Gone. You're out, man.
My mic is broken. All right.
Oh, see?
Oh, Jesus. Woohoo. Finally, we don't have to listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Enough.
Survey says.
Survey says.
Frankie J went off the hook today. I didn't take my medications.
Yeah, you were pretty TO'd.
Well, I had to vent because it's starting to get annoying. It's like, when's it going to stop? When can I turn the TV on and not have a...
And not have that stuff going on.
I
Or
don't
when
know.
can you have the TV on and there not be mass shootings that are,
True.
you know.
Well, that's why I don't watch the news a lot. I binge watch on, series. Like, I've watched The Sopranos all seasons in a row for like 5 days now in a row. Now
Yeah.
I'm on Young Rock, which is a really, really good series, by the way.
Okay.
Dwayne Rock Johnson. It's a good series.
So you stay sane doing that. See, I like to go outside,
Yeah, you like to go
turn the
play
TV
with,
off.
with-
No
Yeah,
matter
me
what I like
too.
to play with.
Oh, I turn the TV off a lot. I'll just lay in bed and listen to the birds chirp.
Oh, I meant turn off the news, not TV.
Oh, I don't watch the news all the time. I've been watching the news a little bit lately just to kind of catch up because of us being on twice a week.
Yeah,
I
look
wanna
how
be
angry
in-
you're getting.
Well, I have that right.
I'm sure you do.
I'm allowed to talk.
Preach.
I'm not hating on nobody. I'm just hating on the crap that's being thrown in my face. If I ask respectfully just for it to stop, it needs to stop.
Just
If I
keep
want
it
to go
away
buy a
from you.
hockey jersey, I should have the option of putting something on it versus having to
Right.
ask-
Versus it already being there.
Correct.
I mean,
And religious beliefs. This hockey player, James Rams, he's been in the league forever. He's a very devoted Christian, and according to his religion, it's not acceptable. He doesn't want to put that on his hockey jersey. That's his career. It's his, I don't know. I think everyone should have a choice. It shouldn't just be tossed in our face.
well, yeah.
Yep.
That's my
They didn't
final
let him.
thought.
He didn't have to wear it though.
What do you mean?
Didn't they side with him? He didn't have to
Oh,
wear
no,
it.
yeah, no. A lot of people, and then they started kind of knocking it off a little bit
Yeah,
and
little
giving
bit.
people the
If
option.
you want to wear it. If you don't, you don't.
I just think it's getting a little overboard. And if you want to talk facts, like Tio always talks facts and science, it's scientifically impossible for some of the things these people are saying can happen.
Mhm.
Okay, you cannot get a banana out of a freaking coconut. It doesn't work like that. It just I don't know.
Nope.
Sorry, I'm sick. It's
But
aggravating.
it is incredible how it is prevalent with this younger generation. Because I was talking to somebody who I made some comment about transgender, and they said, well, my sibling is transgender.
Was it your glasses?
Yeah.
Blame it on the plastics.
What did Tio? What did you say earlier?
I don't know.
You were saying what happens if I call the tow truck company and I say my transmission blew?
Oh, I got banned from Facebook. Somebody was saying something like that. I said maybe it was your tranny. Facebook jail. I said, can you guys read? You know how you're allowed to put a little complaint up? I'm like, can you guys read?
You tranny. I mean, that
What's wrong
is
with
true.
you?
We used to call your transmission
that's how we
a
used to
tranny.
talk.
Yeah, check your tranny. I don't have all day to write down transmission.
Transmission.
What the hell?
Facebook jail
Gotta
banned.
be kidding.
Bam. Yeah, that's no trial,
Yeah.
right? No trial.
Ugh,
Just-
jeepers.
You're against us. Boom. See ya.
Hate
That's what
speech?
I mean.
What is happening?
I mean, we have to relearn language almost.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
that's
almost,
maybe why I'm
yeah.
frustrated.
Frickin'
That's why I'm
Zuckerberg.
frustrated, maybe too.
Read the statement at least. You can clearly say it wasn't any kind of hate speech. We're talking about a vehicle.
Well, but
Right.
again,
Anyone can take it anywhere they want, I guess.
Yeah.
that's right.
That's where it gets goofy with this ban on speech. That's why I don't like it. Let people say what they want. And
Well,
you control
But you're
your
not
own
allowed
feelings.
to.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
I
It's
will.
gonna hurt my feelings.
I will say this. We're out of time. It's been awesome. What a good
Yeah.
mix up of conversations we've jammed
Screw
into.
your feelings.
An awesome half hour here. But we it's been fun. It's been great. I can't wait to get to Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time live here in Fireside. If you have any show ideas or you want to be on the show, email me at info@frankiejexperience.com or drop us a line on social media. Thanks to everybody in the audience.